Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of April 17th, 2019. Let's get right into it. First up we have American Gods, The Moment of the Storm. This continues basically the American Dark Horse's comic book adaptation of the novel American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I've enjoyed it, so I'm going to keep going with it. I need to actually reread the novel itself, but yeah, having pictures is a lot funner. I just need to reread the novel. It's good stuff. Next up, we have apparently the all-new Aquaman number 47. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of DeConnick's Aquaman stuff. It's really, really rough. It's reminiscent of Vendetti's when he took over Green Lantern after Jeff Johns. There's just some fundamentals of a character that you need to hit, and just Kelly Sue DeConnick's not doing it for me, so... We'll see if I continue with it, but for the most part, I have not enjoyed the Aquaman since his mind wipe from Drowned Earth. But, yeah. Next up, we have a Batman 69. Can't wait to read this one. Yannicka Paquette. Probably mispronouncing that, so let me know if I'm doing or pronouncing it wrong. Thank you, people. I love it when you let me know. 69 is Tom King and Yannicka Paquette. Can't wait to read through it. Love Batman. It's fantastic. If you're not reading it, you need to, period. Next up is Damage, number 16. I don't know if this is the last use. I think it is. I'm not sure. If it is, cool. I'm going to be throwing it up on eBay and getting rid of it. It was an okay series, but it's not something I need to keep. So, yeah. Next up is East of West, number 42. Hickman is pumping these out. Hopefully he keeps pumping them out, or at least finishes it, or whatever he's going to do with it before he starts his X-Men run. We'll see. Next up, we have Gideon Falls, number 12. Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino's really amazing book. I love it. It's good stuff. Next up, we have High Level number 3. I checked it out. It seemed the first issue was interesting. Second one was okay, so I'm going to keep going with it. But it's definitely something that it could fall off my list. So we'll see where it goes with issue 3. Next up is Incursion number 3 of 4. I can't even tell you what's going on in this book. I know it's something with the Geomancer, and yeah, it's Valiant. I keep getting them. They're decent, not bad. Next up, we have the Justice League number 22, or Legion of Doom. Tyrion IV is penning this one, so I'm really curious to see what he has in store for us in this. Justice League's just been really amazing, with Snyder and Tyrion just sharing reins and swapping back and forth. Just good quality stuff. If you have not yet checked out Justice League, you need to. It's definitely one that I'm like, you must pick up. Next is one for my son, and that's Star Wars Adventures number 20. He's starting to get into reading on his own, so hopefully that can nourish that and keep that going, because I want him to have a love of reading throughout his life. Next up, we have Tangled, the series Here and Now, for my daughter. She's not there yet, but I'm getting stuff that I know she likes. She loves Tangled and Puzzle, so... Next up, we have Teen Titans 29, which continues the Terminus agenda. This is part 3 for that. I'm not the biggest fan of this story arc so far. It's just another Teen Titans Deathstroke thing. It's like rehashed. They're going up against each other, and it's like this big event, but it doesn't really feel like a big event. So yeah, but slogging through it. Next up, we have Exo Manowar number 26. Really love Exo Manowar. Really great series. Saw something today that they're going to renumber it in a new creative team. So, I don't know what I think of that. But yeah, I've enjoyed Exo Manowar, this series and the one before it. Definitely something that you should check out. It's good stuff. I did pick up some variants and some second prints this week. And we got some variants that were not in last week in this week. So first up, I like the variant for Aquaman 47. So I snagged that up there. The Batman had a very dark one. Snagged that one up as well for 69. Justice League 22 had a pretty cool variant, so I snagged that one up as well. The Teen Titans for 29. Had a pretty cool variant, so that one there. These are the second prints that came out this week. The first one is, this is actually, second print, Heroes in Crisis. Liked the contrast between the black and the white and the color on that one. Just the color tone on this issue I really enjoyed. I thought it was done really well as a second print, so I snagged that one up as well. Harley's on the cover. I'm a sucker, and so I picked that one up for number 4 for Heroes in Crisis. Shazam number 1 went to a second print, so for those of you who have not yet checked out Shazam, you should. But I really enjoyed the red and the black tone here on this reprint, so I snagged that one up as well. 2 books that last week we didn't get in, but got in this week. Detective Comics 1001, the David Finch variant there, and of course the Supergirl 29 Amanda Connor variant from last week. So that's it for single issues. I did pick up a graphic novel this week, and give me 1 second. Great video. So, Detective Comics Rebirth Deluxe Edition Volume 4 came out today. This collects 974 through 982, which 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. It's 9 issues. This collects 9 issues. Like, 9. Like, you still have 83 to 999 is your next one. But the problem I have is again, it's $34.99. And the one prior is $34.99. But if you look, size-wise, 4 is slightly smaller. 4 is slightly smaller. It gets even worse. Because from 2 to 3 to 4, 3 is slightly smaller than 2. 4 is smaller than 3. 1 is ginormously huge compared to the other ones. Like, whoever is doing the mapping at DC is just ridiculous. Like, $34.99 for each one of these volumes when they're not spread out evenly. Like, look at this. Look at the look at that separation. That is garbage. So I mean, I really wish DC would get on this and fix this problem, because it's something that's really, really annoying for especially people who are picking up stuff that they want to have collected, that they want it to look nice and display on their bookshelves and all of that stuff. And you immensely F it up so badly. Like, I don't get it. Like, the scalps all are good, even size. Like, the Preachers, all good, even size. Like, you can do it, and yet you fail to do it every single time. So we went from 9 issues content. We have 934 through 949. 44, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. I've hit 10. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 15, 40. There's 16 issues of content for $34.99 in Volume 1, compared to 3 volumes later on Volume 4, it being 9 issues of content. Like, seriously, you're losing almost, like, 7 issues of content throughout the course of that. Like, whoever's doing the mapping on these trades is, fire that person. They're not doing it properly. You're pissing people off. We've talked about this on the DC reopened their retailer forums, and retailers have been complaining about this. So this isn't necessarily something that I'm just bitching about and ranting about almost every other episode on here. Retailers are irritated about it. An example is Teen Titans. The trade dress for Teen Titans, Volume 1, 2, 3. The small trade dress, fine, whatever. It has these, better if I grab this. It has these blue lines on the top. It's not a hardcover, it's a soft cover. It's the same white, same blue black lines on the bottom, same numbering, same symbol down here. The bottom, I think it was actually blue all the way around, like, but again, trade dress is fine. Volume 1's fine. Volume 2's fine. Volume 3 on Teen Titans, these bars, the black disappears. It becomes like a solid blue. What the F? It's changing the look. It makes it stand out. It makes it not look good or cohesive. Volume 4. Oh, it's a new creative team, so we're just going to go ahead and slap a completely different color. It's all black, not white. The spine has a name, but it doesn't have a volume number on it, because volume numbers are horrible things to put on things. No, they are not. Like, You want something to stand out. You want something to be different. But if you look at your trade dressing, don't change your trade dress so close or in the middle of something that is self-contained. Like, even if you switch up creative teams, changing the dress on something is not going to be conducive down the road. It just doesn't work. It fails so miserably at it. Like, it's so annoying to watch companies do this over and over again. Marvel, they keep their trade dress the same. So the problem there is every title looks the same. So it just gets washed. But the problem is they completely renumber something, do a brand new trade dress. If it's numbered, do a new trade dress. If you're in the middle and it's probably going to go another 24 issues or something, don't change the trade dress. Just don't do it. It's so frustrating. Let me know what you think about that stuff, because it really pisses me off, especially knowing how much I'm spending on content, or how much I'm spending for the amount that I'm getting. It irritates me to the point where I don't want to invest in these things, and I don't want to buy these things, and I want to wait even longer to get something that's even more complete or more universally looks a lot better. So let me know what you think about trade dress, all that stuff. Yeah, so, but that's it for this week. And no special orders, none of that stuff. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down in the comment section below if you want, about the pull list, about trade dress, trade mapping, and how you think they need to be doing it, or what they're doing wrong, or what you think they're doing right, or, yeah, go ahead. I don't care. Yeah, if you want, you can also listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We just finished recording episode 397, where we had Bryce Larsen call in and be on the podcast. Finally, he's had a mic, but he hasn't been using it. But we got him on. So yeah, check that episode. There'll be a link in the description below for that. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees, getting food sometimes, and helps us to get products. So thank you very much to all our Patreon backers. It does help immensely. You can help myself out a little more directly. Any of the links to Amazon on here for purchasing of things helps me out through Amazon. And if you go to my eBay store, that helps me out way directly. Yeah, I appreciate those people that have purchased through there. I've got a bunch of stuff up. I got to go through some of the stuff in the loft, in the garage. So I've been putting some of that stuff up. I'll hopefully be getting a lot of stuff up there. I need to purge out a fair amount, but still working on what I'm going to do and all that in the interim. But any little bit helps. So, yeah, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, on the other front of moving and not being able to do stuff, I'm not sure what's going on yet. We will see. Right now, I have the opportunity, if I can stay here, to be a teacher and have that pathway be paid for. But that's called contingent on whether or not I can stay. And so yeah, so we'll see where that goes. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager, and I'll see you next week.